May profits be upon you. I hope that you're doing well this morning. Uh, this is 4 minutes past the New York Open, and I still, even though it's late, I still wanted to uh, see if I can give you some guidance as to what may set up for the Euro USD. We're looking at the 4-hour time frame here, and what you can see is that price is still very bearish in this market. We've broken swing structure to the downside, but this latest break of swing structure, right? We technically broke it here. All right. I say technically because there is not a break and close below this low, below that low at this point, right? Price turned, the order flow turned bullish, and we went all the way up to this 4-hour zone. You see this lovely chain of supply here, right? And we filled this gap and all that good stuff and came down here. And this is where you would take that short. What I'm going to do, and what I want you to do, I urge you to go check out the video that I put out for the weekly forecast last Saturday, and you'll see how the analysis I put in that video is playing out. All right, and I'll leave it in the I'll leave a link that you can click on at the end of this video. All right, so we made a very clean bearish engulfer here. All right, formed a nice supply here, but there is no what do you call to this point there was no inducement point. All right, I love clean zones here, and this is the higher time frame, so I'm thinking that when price does come here, this will hold, and you could take shorts from this POI, this 4-hour supply. All right, so price breaks the new low. All right, and again, it's a technical break, but where is that close? Close is still above that swing high. So I'm not really, this is not convincing me that price wants to go lower to this point, right? We make this high, fail to come up here, so we've created an inducement point, right? And this will trap traders in, sellers into getting into sells early, only to have price come back, sweep that high, and take the stop losses and take the people who took shorts there out. But what you'll notice is two things. There was a close beyond that low. Was it a strong close? No. And look how the next candle formed. Didn't close past that the previous candle's low, previous candle's close, right? And then goes back up, sweeps that liquidity, all right, and then forms another bearish engulfer. This candle has not closed yet, all right. Look where the previous candle closed, all right, but above that close, right? It is just having trouble getting down, all right. And so I'm not convinced that price wants to go down just yet, especially with these closes here. There are still stop losses. There are still sellers who took sells there. And I would think price would want to fill this imbalance here and come up and take out that mitigate this zone, and then continue bearishly from there. All right. That's the read I have on this. And what happens with this bearish engulfer? Price comes down here. There was a what do you call relative equal lows there, and what does price do? Sweeps the lows, and we're going up. Herein lies why I took the time out to make this video. The test of this, the range of this candle, this bullish candle. All right, this is the base candle of this bearish engulfer pattern, and I believe price will come up here and give us an opportunity to take price down. Look, there is a target that I set for Saturday, and I believe we will meet that target. We came within, I don't know, 20 pips or 5 pips. I'm not sure how much this is here, but we came very close to meeting that goal. Let me just measure it real quick. Yeah, that's about 5 pips, right? And I think we're going to hit that target. It may happen today, but remember, Wednesday is the ECB rate decision. I'm expecting a weak response from the euro currency, even if they raise it up 75 basis points. All right. I'm expecting weakness to come to the euro and the US dollar to take it down. Let's go to the 15 minutes so we can see this price action. All right. Again, it's bearish order flow. It's the last 15-minute break of internal structure. All right. And if you're going to look at it another way, you know, the last chalk to the downside. All right. This is an internal break, right? But it's a structure. There's a market structure break to the downside. So I'm not. We are aligned in order flow. We're aligned with the overall trend here on the 15-minute with the higher time frame trend to the downside. So I'm looking at this target. I'm looking at that low. I'm looking at this low. All right. We've already swept the low here. All right. So I'm looking for price to come and retest, come and mitigate a zone here. Now, here's that bearish engulfer. You see how price came down, made this this really long wick, making people think we're going to shoot to the moon and whatnot. This zone, this 15-minute zone here is intriguing to me. You see how price is coming up into the range of the supply. All right, not the exact supply, but the range of supply, and that's something that you need to pay attention to in my estimation, my view. You sometimes price doesn't go exactly to the where you would mark your zone like so. All right, but it'll come into the range of supply. And that therein lies your opportunities to take shorts. This is where you want to put your antenna up and look for 15-minute change of characters and whatnot. This is a structural break, internal in structure, break of structure. But if we get a turn here on the 15-minute, this would look like this looks like it's a change of character. We're looking for the evidence that price will continue bearishly. You understand? So until we see supply kind of just failing, all right, look at this. Look at this. It gets weak here. All right, until we see supply failing, it's all about sells. All right. Down here, as price is making its way down here, we're breaking demand zone. So when demand's failing, you're looking for sells. All right. When the order flow is bearish, you're looking for sells. When the higher time frame trend is bearish, you're looking for sells until you start to see otherwise. All right. Once this high is broken, all right, this blue candle here, once that high is broken, then there's the possibility that price, because that'll be a change of character on the 15-minute. All right, there's a possibility that price will turn. That's a market structure shift, and we can start looking for longs. But that's the earliest indication that price may shift. But until that happens, we're looking for sells. All right, if we go. I'm just that's the bias I'm leaving you with. All right. Do I trust that price wants to go down lower just yet? Not with that kind of break. No, not with these breaks to the downside. No, it's just struggling to get lower. Why are we rejecting so hard here? And then the respect of that rejection, right? Why? I think it's because there's unfinished business up here. And I'm looking for, actually in my head, I'm looking for that high to be broken and a pullback, and we may be able to see some kind of entry. but that's aggressive, all right, because it's counter trend. But I suspect that may happen because of the unconvincing bearish momentum. All right, now this candle here helps that matter, but it stopped short. Why didn't it break? Why didn't it come below? And the candle, we get a candle close below these lows. Why did it just take liquidity? You know what I mean? These are the things that uh, make me suspicious. This is the low that broke this previous major structure, the swing structure to the downside. And we're having problems getting past these closes. Yeah, incrementally, we have these closes, but this is the kind of thing that makes my antenna go up. So I'm sharing it with you. And I believe you should be on the lookout for a change of character and look for those pullbacks or whatever, because we could turn bullish here and tap this and then turn bearish for tomorrow. All right, for the ECB tomorrow. So those are the things I'm looking out for. I'm hoping that you get something out of this. All right, I don't have a direct setup for you just yet. All right, but I'm looking at my entries, possible entries. You see how this is coming down. I'm looking at possible entries right now. It's still technically, I'm looking for sells, right? I'm still looking for sells because the order flow hasn't changed yet. We get a 5-minute change of character, and or especially that 15-minute break of this high. That's the evidence that the order flow has changed, and we'll probably be coming for these highs. And I would look for once price breaks that, the pullback to the demand that broke it, that's responsible for making that break. I would look for these opportunities to take price up here, because we have a good range up until that mitigation of this unmitigated zone of supply. And that's a 4-hour POI. So I'm definitely expecting price to hold there and bring it back down. All right. Here, do I expect price to hold? You see how we dip past there. That's a hard one. That's a hard call. That's a hard call. So I'm looking for confirmations that price will change. Otherwise, if we see evidence that price holds here, I would take a short from here down to the target. Yeah, because we have the range, and it's with order flow. It's with the trend. All right. You got to look here quick. You got to look here carefully to choose that zone. It may hold here. It may hold here. All right. But again, be careful and judicious. Look for evidence. All right. You see how it almost took out that high, comes up to the extreme of this zone. These are one minute zones I'm looking at right now. And these are the areas I'll be looking for entries, but I don't want to get too aggressive with it, because this is not the convincing. We're having problems getting past these lows. So be careful. All right. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Look at this. Check out the Euro USD video that I put out on Saturday.